Organizational culture, like the personality of a company, plays a big role in how well it handles the tough times. 5 key areas that show this include leadership and employee resilience. When leaders match resilience behaviors with a company's culture, employees feel supported and motivated, boosting morale and boosting focus during crises. Transformative leadership and adaptive culture. Inspiring leaders and a culture that encourages creativity help organizations adapt quickly to changes and stay competitive. Organizational learning. Valuing continuous learning helps employees to grow, helps them to tackle problems and adapt to changes, which is crucial during times of crisis. Innovation. A culture that supports new ideas and solutions makes organizations more resilient overall. The healthcare sector. In healthcare, a culture that promotes collaboration and smart decision making helps organizations to respond effectively to challenges, supporting both healthcare services and practitioners' well-being. Overall, a supportive and adaptive culture is key for organizations to bounce back from tough situations and to stay strong. Let me go through these in a bit more detail. Firstly, you have leadership and employee resilience. Organizational culture significantly influences how leaders behave during crisis, which in turn affects employee resilience. Research by Alman and Kramiz in 2023 highlights the resilient leadership behaviors such as effectively sharing a vision, managing tasks, and facilitating change are deeply rooted in organizational culture. When leaders demonstrate these behaviors, employees feel more supported and leading to increased resilience within the organization. That's all well and good, David, but what does that actually mean? Well, that's a great question. For individuals, the way leaders act during tough times can make a huge difference. When leaders show strong and resilient behaviors that come with the company's culture, like having a clear vision, managing tasks well, and handling change effectively, it helps employees feel supported and motivated. This support can really help people to feel better during the tough times, making them feel more engaged, more confident, and more hopeful about upcoming challenges. When employees trust their leaders and they see them doing a good job, it motivates them to work hard and to stick with the company's goals, even when times are tough, which that's inevitable. This can boost morale and keep people motivated to do their best work even when the times are tough. Having a culture that supports these resilient leadership behaviors can also make employees more engaged and more productive, even when there's a crisis going on. When employees feel valued and supported by their leaders, they're more likely to stay focused and committed to their work, which helps a company to continue to move forward. Plus, when leaders are doing a good job of supporting their teams, it keeps people to stay at the company. This is really important for company stability, especially when things are uncertain. Not only does resilient leadership help people to feel better at their work, but it also helps a company as a whole. When leaders are good at managing change and encourage creative problem solving, it helps everyone to adapt quickly to new challenges. This adaptability is key for the company to keep growing and to stay competitive, even when things are tough. Plus, when leaders show that they care about their employees during the hard times, it gives a company a great reputation. This can help to attract talented people to work there and to help build trust with their customers and with their partners. In short, when leaders and employees are resilient, it's not just good for their well-being, but it also helps a company to succeed. By promoting a culture that supports resilient behaviors and good leadership, companies can create a positive workplace where everyone feels empowered and ready to face challenges head on. Secondly, we have transformative leadership and adaptive culture. Transformational leadership fosters an adaptive organizational culture, which is crucial for building resilience. Prior, in their 2023 study, emphasized the importance of transformational leadership in creating a culture that embraces change and innovation. This type of leadership inspires employees to think creatively, to take risks, and adapt to new circumstances, ultimately enhancing the organization's ability to respond effectively to crises. For individuals working under these leaders who encourage creativity and risk-taking, it boosts their engagement, and it also helps boost their motivation. This makes them feel more satisfied and more purposeful in their jobs. Also, in an environment that supports continuous learning, people are encouraged to grow personally and professionally by gaining new skills and new knowledge. Plus, being in a workplace that values innovation and values change helps people become more resilient. They learn to handle challenges better, both at work and in their personal lives. For organizations, have transformative leaders and adaptive cultures sparks innovation. Employees feel empowered to come up with new ideas and solutions to deal with problems, to deal with their services, and to deal with their processes. Also, when a company can adapt quickly to changes in the market or economy, it stays agile. This simply means that it can adjust its strategies and operations fast and stay competitive. And importantly, an organization that promotes adaptability and innovation, it also builds resilience. It can bounce back stronger from tough times, keeping itself viable and sustainable in the long run. So transformative leadership and an adaptive culture benefit both individuals and organizations alike, leading to engagement, to learning, to resilience, and ultimately to success. Third, we have organizational learning. Organizational culture shapes the extent to which learning is valued within an organization, which in turn influences resilience. Good, from their paper in 2023, suggests that organizations with a culture of continuous learning are better equipped to handle and navigate crises. By reflecting on past experiences and adapting their strategies accordingly, these organizations can mitigate risks and seize opportunities for long-term sustainability. This means the way a company does things, ultimately its culture, has a big impact on how much it values learning and how well it can handle the tough situations. When a company encourages learning all the time, employees get more chances to grow and to learn new things. This makes them feel more confident and ready to tackle problems. For the company itself, having a culture that values learning means it can adapt and deal with crises better. By looking back at what worked before, and by learning from your mistakes and what didn't work, the company can spot risks early, plan smartly, and keep going strong for a long time. When a company makes learning a priority, it helps everyone to be more adaptive, to be more creative, and be able to bounce back from the tough times. Fourth, we have innovation. A culture of an organization can either facilitate or hinder innovation, which is crucial for resilience. Rana, in their 2021 paper, highlighted the importance of organizational culture in fostering innovation capabilities, particularly during crises. Organizations that prioritize innovation create an environment where employees feel empowered to generate creative solutions to emerging challenges, thereby enhancing resilience. The culture of an organization can greatly affect its ability to come up with new ideas and new solutions, which is really important for staying strong during the tough times. Rana and their colleagues say that the way that a company's culture is set up can either help or hurt its ability to innovate, especially when things get rough. If an organization values innovation, it means that they encourage their employees to think outside of the box and to try new things. This kind of environment helps people to feel more confident and more motivated to come up with creative solutions when faced with problems, making the organization more resilient overall. So for both individuals working in the organization and for the organization itself, having a culture that supports innovation is key to bouncing back from challenges. And fifth, we have the healthcare sector. In healthcare, organizational culture plays a crucial role in determining the resilience of the system, especially during crises such as pandemics. Qumran underscores the influence of organizational culture, including dimensions such as development, group dynamics, and rationality on healthcare supply chain resilience. A culture that values collaboration, adaptability, and evidence-based decision-making is better equipped to respond effectively to disruptions in the healthcare supply chain. In healthcare, how the organization operates and what it values really does matter, especially when things get tough, like they have recently during the pandemic. In a paper by Busnell in 2016, they discussed the cultural norms within medical education and primary care settings, which often prioritize productivity over self-care. This cultural obligation can lead to increased levels of burnout amongst healthcare workers, ultimately undermining their resilience and their ability to cope with stress. In summary, organizational culture, like the way things are done and what's important in the workplace, is really important for how well a company or a group can handle tough times. When leaders act in ways that match this culture during crises, it helps everyone to stay motivated and the organization to stay strong and stay united. This kind of leadership and culture also encourages new ideas and quick responses to problems, making sure the organization can keep moving forward and even grow in the long run. By valuing learning and working together, especially in fields like healthcare, organizations can handle challenges better and keep things running smoothly, which is good for everyone involved. So having a supportive and adaptive culture is key to bouncing back from tough situations and staying strong. So do your best to stay strong, stay resilient, and keep learning, and see how things can change for the better. This is David Lindsay, professional speaker and integrated health and vitality expert, signing off.